so sorry for the delayed video. So this is the Razer Viper Mini. Now I'm using my not so good mic because I just want to do this real quick, and then I'm going to show you to the benchmarks. So right here is the Razer Viper Mini. As you can see, it's a very small mouse, implying the mini mouse, or the mini for its name. Here are the glides. Glides are really nice. I want to talk more about it in the video, so I'm just going to give a basic guide. It's 61 grams. Yeah, 61 grams. It also has a 8K DPI, which is good. So yeah, the scroll wheel feels nice. And anyways, other than that, on to the actual gameplay part, because I don't want to. Just onto the gameplay part there. When it comes to this gaming mouse, there is a lot to talk about. Firstly, in the UK, it's £40, which is honestly just about right with this mouse. It's not too expensive, and it's not really too cheap either, even though it would be nice to be cheaper. But it's not too cheap either, it's at the perfect price point. However, in the US, it's a little bit more pricey, coming around $50 to $70, which I don't believe that to be even close to the right amount of price. So I would say look for a good deal, or if you can find it cheaper, because I don't really know how to see anywhere else. Like if I take a look at Walmart or anywhere else, it'll come up with the Great British Pounds sign. So take a look for yourself, because I don't really know how I can take a look. But it is £40 US, or UK, sorry, so it would probably be about $50 to $55 US, and like on a deal it would probably be about $40, while in the UK it could probably be at £30. So that is what I'd primarily wait for. But let's talk about the mouse itself. So the mouse is really comfortable to actually use. The clicks, the glides, the sensor, all of it feels premium. And honestly, it just all feels amazing. It feels better than the Model O, but that's because the Model O, by the time of recording this, is a bit cheaper than the Viper Mini. But also, this does beat the Model O in practically everything, because with this, when I'm comparing it to the Model O, it's just the material feels better than the Model O, literally just everything. Another thing as well is, as you can see right here, I'm doing a couple of testings. So I'm testing out building, and I'll only be doing building for Fortnite, while aiming I'll be practicing on Kovacs, Black Ops 2, and Quake 2. Now, the main reason why I'm testing it on a bunch of random games is because I want to see what this mouse can do at its best. Not only that, but I want to see how good the mouse is, if the mouse is just right, and also to see what it's like in different types of aiming, because Quake is a fast, old type game where it heavily relies on pretty much just aiming it out, so that'll be really good for doing those sort of tests, while Call of Duty is more of like a zoom in, and also it's very good for its sniper stuff as well, so when using a sniper it'll be good to benchmark with that. But overall, when it comes to this mouse, there's a lot of tests that I will be doing. So yeah, and also I'll be doing clicks per second, which, speaking of which, when it does come to clicks per second, does that make any sense? I don't think it does. Anyways, when it does come to clicks per second, there is a few things that I do want to talk about. This mouse is only good for jitter clicking. It is not good for butterfly clicking, because you can only get anywhere between 10 to 12 clicks per second, whereas the Model O gets about 20 to 25 clicks per second, which is really good. And this mouse can 100% not drag click. The drag clicking when it comes to this mouse is horrendous. However, I have not put any sort of like drag tape or anything like that, so that's for other people to use. Me personally, I just want to use this raw. And I mean raw. Like, I'm not putting any accessories, no nothing like that. I'm not doing anything to it, just testing it from straight out of the box, and that's it. Now, last thing that I do want to say before I end things up is that when it does come to the mice, I did not experience a single issue. The connection was good, it was amazing, perfect for flicking, perfect for aiming, glides amazing, clicks were nice, it did feel nice, it felt nice and bumpy. It's a bit different to like other gaming mice because this feels like a tactile click instead of a clicky click, if that makes sense. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the mice, because there's not really much else to say. It's unique in its own way. It's a small mouse, which is really nice for people who like small mice. So for people who have like huge hands, I would not recommend this. But for people like me who just don't really, well, for people like me who like smaller gaming mice and just prefer it, I would highly recommend this mouse. Or for people with small hands, so this would also be good for like younger teens as well who are just trying to get into Minecraft. This would be perfect. So overall, would I recommend this mouse? Yes, if you're in the UK. However, if you're in the US and you find a good deal, also yes. But if it's like super expensive, then I would not recommend it. So anything above $55, I would not recommend this mouse. So that's pretty much it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Peace out. Have a good day. And I hope I'll see you in my next video. Anyways, peace out.